Joining us now is maritime attorney Jack Hickey and Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson. Jack, you've been saying that you think this investigation's been tainted. Tell us what you mean.
Well, I think from the very beginning, there's no doubt about it, Alan, that the cruise line botched this investigation. You know, there was blood sighted on the awning outside the cabin, and at about after the 4 a.m. more or less thump was heard. 7 a.m., 3 hours later, witnesses see crew members out scraping up the blood. And is this a cleanup or is this a cover-up? I mean, this is no way to handle a professional investigation, number one. Number two, they go to, instead of interviewing witnesses in a professional manner, 2 days later, crew members or some security details are interviewing witnesses, a couple actually, who heard some things and saw some things, and in the process of the interview, they're smearing the Smiths. I mean, they're actually suggesting
by the way they're asking the questions.
By the way they're asking the questions, exactly. And then 5 days after the alleged incident, they have an insurance defense lawyer from Miami, which is where I'm from Miami, go to the cruise line ship and interview people in a conference room, apparently on the cruise ship. And you know that an attorney is just there to collect evidence that's going to be favorable to their insurance company.
The three, for example, we had the police officer in the cabin adjacent, and that man heard the fighting, the arguing, the thud, and then looked out in the hall and saw three men, specific men. Putting all of the mishaps that you have described in context, doesn't it still appear likely that they may be involved?
Well, this is interesting because Clete Hyman, who was the passenger, who's an assistant police chief who was in the cabin next door, he's from California, he said he heard the thud, and I believe before that, because he heard the thud at about 4:10 a.m., before that he saw two people leaving the cabin. He says, walking down the hall, he saw them not in uniform.
Yeah.
Not in uniform, and he thinks they were not employees of the cruise line.
Yeah.
But then there are other witnesses who say perhaps a cruise line employee was inside the room.